Family, better spirits. I'm back. Hey, everybody. So, I wanted to make this video um, as a follow up to my last video entitled Heartbroken. I would like to thank everyone that has written a comment and sent me inbox messages regarding that situation. I'm very, 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 I guess, moved by a lot of the support that I've received. Thank you all so much. You know, a lot of things that you all said um, helped me to kind of validate some of the things, the feelings that I already had within myself. So it just helps to, like I said, to process things, differently. Like I've never processed anything over this type of medium. It was hard for me to get back to all of the comments, so I just wanted to, kind of make a video to kind of encompass just my appreciation, the love, support, everything. Thank you guys. Thank you. Like, I was just it was rough. I've gotten over it. Um, Me and dude are cool. We not we're not doing that, thing. He's gonna do his thing, I'm gonna do mine. It's not as if we, communicate on a regular like we used to. I think that's pretty much dead, which I'm okay with because I need to move on anyway. Um, and in terms of moving on, it's interesting because lately I've been getting hit up by a lot of guys that are younger than my little brother. My little brother is 21, and I always said, okay, now, okay, people, I'm bad. I've only had one boyfriend, and yeah, I am kind of like a guy. I like to play the field. So when it comes to dudes, how much should I share? When it comes to guys, I don't want to say it's a game, but I'm in it to get something. I've always got a goal with whoever I'm dealing with. I always have a goal. I'm not like the type of girl that, upon meeting someone, would she consider him as boyfriend material? No, that doesn't even cross my mind, unfortunately. So you don't want to know what crosses my mind first, because it's really bad. That's something I'm working on. We all got issues, so we all working on some shit. So, but yeah, when it comes to dudes, instead of looking at them like, okay, potential woo woo woo, I kind of want to just, like just like I'm like more driven by the physical. Sometimes I can be shallow. I mean, I admit that. Like he could be dumb as a doorknob, just nothing upstairs and hollow at the top, But at the same time, I would just deal with him just for one thing. It's bad, I know. It's not like hey, hey. I mean, like I know I ain't the first one to do it. No, there's plenty of people out there that have done far worse things to me. But when it comes to guys, yeah, I've always looked at them. I mean, it's every time I do that, it's just because it's funny. Like, it's bad. I really need to change that. Like, I really need to start taking dudes more seriously. Maybe perhaps instead of trying to get what I want out of the deal, perhaps getting to know him. He might be a cool person. Because sometimes when it's just on that tip, I don't get to know them. There is no phone calls. We don't hang out. We only come together to do that, and we leave after that. And sometimes some guys have caught, I guess, feelings, and I, was never the type of girl that would catch feelings if I knew from the jump, this is how it is. It's kind of hard for me to catch feelings for someone that I never didn't feel for in the first place. So sex doesn't change anything for me. I don't care how spectacular it is. Like, it just doesn't. But now, I'm ready to, with the old dude, I told him, he was the person I wanted to, pursue something with. Now that that's over, I can just go back to, keeping my options open, playing the field again. I'm getting too old to be playing, but I really need to start, buckling down. There's actually one guy right now that, you know, he just really has me, you know, like I met him like a couple months ago, and he's just the sweetest. Like he is just, he's so cute. And what I like most about him is the fact that we both communicate really well with each other, and we can just joke, fuck off, and you know, I feel as if I can tell him things. I can have certain, you know, frank conversations with him, and not have to worry about him getting upset or acting immature or doing childish shit. You know, like I just feel like him and I would be a perfect match, and it's yeah. He knows who he is. I don't know if he's going to be watching this video. I hope he does. But when it comes to, you know, certain things, I just look at it like, hey, I just take life by the horns. I just go with it and see where it goes, you know, because like I said, with the guy before, you know, it didn't work out. So, you know, now I can, you know, pursue someone else who I feel like may actually, you know, be worth pursuing. Um, so that's why, you know, it's everything is all good now. I'm a lot better. And I will be making another video concerning the locks. That has been long overdue. A lot of the other videos have either concerned me and my life in law school and all that stuff. So I don't want to, you know, abandon my original following, those who've been riding with me since '08 when I started making videos, you know, because you all were with me, Team Locks. So I will be making that video probably right after I post this one. But yes, I'm in better spirits. I took the MPRE. That's the first part of the bar exam. I took that last month, and I spent about 2 weeks studying for it. It's the professional responsibility exam for lawyers. It's like I said, the first part of the bar examination process. This is the one exam you take before you leave law school, or at least you try to pass it before you leave law school, because you don't want to have to take that, you know, alongside of, you know, a bar course, you know, for the regular bar. Got a passing score for my jurisdiction. I actually was looking at a couple of jurisdictions, and I got a passing score, so I don't have to worry about studying for that again. And it's kind of interesting because I could tell you, like, when I was prepping for this test, I did not go to the live lectures by Barbie and Kaplan. I wanted to. I really, really wanted to. And they also had the lectures online. But because I had this little dumb hotspot, you know, the 3-hour lectures will use up the little 10 gigabytes that I had each month. So now I have wireless internet. Don't have to worry about this no more. So I can work, you know, all the online lectures I need. But yeah, so that also, you know, with this little issue, I couldn't watch the online lectures. So what did I end up doing? Reading the course materials and just going through doing, I think I might have did at least almost 300 practice questions in all. And I wanted to do so much more because I wanted to complete both books. That's how serious I was. I wanted to complete all of the practice questions, all the practice tests, in both the Kaplan materials and the Barbie materials for the MPRE. But all that to say, I passed. It's doable. And some people have said, you know, I've been blogging online and talking to other upperclassmen, and they have said that the MPRE is deceptively easy. And now I understand why they say that, deceptively easy. It's deceptively easy because it is easy, like in a sense that lawyer ethics is pretty much common sense. You know, the rules are pretty much commonsensical in a sense. You know, you can pretty much, if you look at a question through the process of elimination, choosing the best answer based on how you would really, you know, respond in a situation. And 9 times out of 10, your instincts would be right. But you do need to study the rules. There are a lot of little nuances and many exceptions. And the exam will test you on that. And they will also test you on the may versus the must, you know, key terms. Now, law school may and must take on a different meaning. Well, not really from everyday life, but the meanings are more, what's the word? It's much more delineated in law school. They really make sure that any statute, legal rule if the language contain language shall or may or must, you must know those definitions. You know, you must know the effect that that word has, you know, for the entire law and how it's applied to a certain situation. If you were a horrible reader, well, actually, you couldn't get into law school if you were horrible at reading, number one. But if your reading skills were kind of, you know, when you finish law school, you'll be sharper than a thumbtack. Like, seriously, like my reading comprehension skills have tremendous. And I'm not saying I came to law school, you know, on the borderline. No, I've always been a hell of a critical thinker, always reading, you know, writing constantly. So I'm a read-write type of individual. But those that are not read-write, you know, oriented, do find law school challenging and find the readings annoying and difficult, you know, difficult, very, very, very difficult. But it is doable. And yeah, the MPRE, deceptively hard, you know, or easy. Because it is hard. It is hard. It's difficult, but it is easy. If you know what I mean. All I know is I ain't gotta take it no more. So yeah. Yeah, let me go ahead and make the other video before this one goes too long. But yeah.